Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick tip. And this week I've been using these lovely flat adhesive back pearls, and these are great because they are so much flatter and less bumpy than our ordinary, these iridescent pearls. These are still great to use, but I do like this flatness for mailing these in the post. So I'm using these again today, but I'm going to use them to decorate this floral paper. And this is the Regency Park DSP that will be retiring at the end of this month. But of course this would work with any floral paper that shows you the sort of centres of the flowers. And you can see that even though these are different sizes, they are going to fit rather nicely in here. And I'm just going to use them on these yellow flowers. But I also did just want to demonstrate for you that we could also use them on these flowers. Now you might want to just go with the smaller ones and perhaps use them on the larger flowers with this pattern. This is another one of the same series of paper, but we're going to alter them slightly. So the colour here is Mango Melody, which is retiring, and we don't actually have blends in it anymore. I've still got mine that were previously part of our set, but in actual fact you can manage this with a Dark Daffodil Delight, and this is actually my Dark Daffodil Delight. You can see, let me just bring this up so that you can see it. It's got a damaged nib, unfortunately. But I just want to show you that even though the nib is damaged, you can still use this to colour your flat pearls. It will still work. So I'm going to colour a bunch of these. And I think you can see that I am going around the sides of the pearl as well as on the top. That's just so that when you view it from the side, it will look just as good. So I'm going to do those larger ones because it's the larger ones that I'm going to be using. And I don't know whether you can see, I'm going back over the top of the ones that I've already done, and they have taken on a darker colour. So I thought I would just illustrate as well, demonstrate, how you can colour these with, this is Dark Sweet Sorbet. So this would be to go with this one because I'm just wanting to keep the colours the same. So I thought I'll just show you how this would work with a different colour. So again, I'm going around the sides as well as on the top of the pearl. Now, because these have had a little bit of time to dry, I'm now going to just go over the top of these once more. Oh, my poor daffodil. I think I'm going to have to buy a new set of Daffodil Delight blends. I do get away with this by using the thin end sometimes. So I'm not going to be throwing this one away. There's no need, but you can see that that poor nib has got very damaged. And it might be because I have maybe put the lid on at an angle and it's cut into it. So do try and put the lid on straight before closing. So while that dries, I thought I'd just show as well, I've cut myself a sentiment strip ready, and I'm using Petal Pink here, and I've just taken another sheet of the same paper, rough cut out my flower, and then fussy cutting out. And normally I leave a little bit of a margin around my flowers, but with this one I've actually gone right to the edge and probably a bit beyond nobody knows where the edge is supposed to be if they're looking at this. When it's been cut out, they can't tell where it was supposed to be. So I'm just cutting, and you can see that I moved the paper rather than my scissors. Keep the scissors still and then fussy cut around. And I can see a few little bits of navy blue, which I don't really want showing. So just trim those away so that they're not visible. And that is then going to decorate our sentiment strip. So now we can pop this together. I'm just going to stamp my sentiment on here. This is from the Charming Sentiment stamp. And grab my Night of Navy. So I'm going to just stamp this to one side of this panel so that my fussy cut flower will go to the other side of it. So we'll just get this stamped, and I just want that nice and centered top to bottom, but like I say, over to the edge. There we are, nice and crisp. So now we can assemble this. Well, these do dry quickly because this is an alcohol ink pen. So it is going to dry quickly, but still good to give it a little bit of time, especially as I put a couple of layers on. And just going to use my seal for this. And we'll pop that on like that. And then add this to our card front. So you can use the blends. The reason these work is because these are alcohol markers, not water-based markers. A water-based marker, the Stampin' Right marker, will not stay on the top of the pearls. It will just slide off. As soon as you touch it, it's just going to transfer that ink to your fingers and come right off the pearls. But these ones, because they're alcohol, will stay on. So I'm just going to attach that to my panel. There, our mat. And there we go. And then I'll just use some dimensionals to pop this up on the card front. Like I say, if we have sold out of the Regency Park paper, then this will work with other floral designs. Just double check the size of your flower centres against the size of the flat pearls. Of course, you could use the ordinary pearls and do the same thing with those. You can colour those with your markers as well. Not markers, with blends. So, but if I just test that, that's not coming off. So I'm going to pop this on, and I'm going to pop that there like that. So I've only got so many of these. And let's first of all pop this up. Just try and make sure that this dimensional isn't going to be visible from the other side. And I just want that to sort of sit there like that. So I'm going to take one of these and pop it in the centre there. I'm going to go for my largest ones first, and I may then colour some of the smaller ones to go in the other centres. So I just want my largest ones, and I'm not going to try and put them in these partial ones either. So I will pop one there like that, and I think we're going to need to just colour a couple more. And it would have been probably better if I'd kept a couple more of the large ones back. I've been using them, as you can see. And hopefully I can do this without getting my fingers inky. So I'm going to just pop one there, like that, a smaller one. And another one there, like that. So there you see, we can change the colour of our flat adhesive back pearls to whatever will work with your project. And don't they look great? I think they're a wonderful embellishment. I really like these, and luckily these are going to be in the new catalogue as well. So please subscribe to my channel below to see a quick tip like this every Friday and a quick card every Monday. And thanks for stopping by.